All right, so welcome to the video on my second framework. You should be watching this after watching the two parts on the Fast 5 framework. And in this one, I just want to talk about a little bit about my social media sales funnel and just the way that I create my marketing sales funnels. These are the only metrics that I track personally. I don't really care that much. You know, being an experienced marketer, I don't really care that much about website visits, followers, subscribers. They're all helpful, but they don't contribute to the bottom line. These days, what I'm primarily concerned with are the things that directly contribute to my bottom line. So, you know, if getting subscribers and stuff, if you know, that's great if it does. If those are able to convert to become prospects, to convert those prospects to become leads and clients and customers, then it's great. Then it supports what I'm doing. But you know, getting traffic and followers and subscribers as an end in itself means absolutely nothing to me. So these four metrics are absolutely everything. And these are prospects, leads, conversions, getting those leads to convert and become clients. And then the fourth category are anyone that you've worked with before, your inactive customers and clients. And so I'm going to cover each of these in detail in this video. All right, so the first one are your prospects. And the prospects are anyone that match a certain kind of keyword or that are people that are members of a targeted group. If you've already watched the video on how I target in the market section of this course, then you'll understand this more. But these are the people that you want to, they fit the profile, they fit your ideal customer avatar, and you want to get them into your funnel and to get them to become leads. So these people basically do not know that you exist. We want to find a way to communicate with them, to create the conversation, and invite them to take the interaction further with an offer to connect. A big mistake that people make is that they don't observe the other, you know, the timeline here. They just try to do, you know, sell to people too quickly. But what we really want to do is just get them to become a lead. We want them to give them the opportunity to buy from us, not try to sell to them. So to give you an example, you know, if you've already looked at my market targeting videos and how I create these lists, for example. So all of these keywords, you know, these are all lists of prospects in my Sheets folder, my Sheets files. So like SaaS founder, you know, attorney, Facebook groups, Amazon authors, you know, author emails from Instagram, you know, life coaches. These are all lists of prospects that I created. And if you watch the market targeting videos, you'll know exactly how I do this. But, you know, and then these groups, like I can do prospecting in these groups. I can also scrape users from these groups. Let's look at some of these other ones. So, you know, like if I was targeting car dealerships, you know, here's their email addresses, here's their Facebook page. These are all prospects. I don't consider them leads until they're interested in my offer. So let's look at some of the other ones, like author emails from Amazon.com. So let's say I had an extension or a tool that would be useful to authors. Then I can start prospecting to these people. I have their Amazon profile here. I have their email address here. I have all their names here. So that's just what prospects are. You know, these are just these people that fit a very specific targeting. And you'll notice, like in a list like this, I don't have email addresses, so I just connect with these people on LinkedIn. But you know, these are SaaS and then founders. So that's how I do the targeting. And I just scrape all of these using Google and then my tool Data Miner. I've already done a tutorial on that. And yeah, so those are our prospects. They don't know that we exist, but they fit the kind of people that I want to connect with. So the next one are your leads. So when people reply favorably to your courtship in the prospecting, then they are considered a lead. So your job is to further court them by offering a chance to deepen the relationship by inviting them to take a measurable, tangible action. Some leads will convert immediately, others will take time or never convert at all. It's basically just holding the door open and giving them an invitation to enter. And you can do this by touching them with communication on a regular basis to see how they're doing. One mistake I find people making once they have leads is that they kind of rely too heavily on the lead to take the interaction further. So they complain that the leads are ghosting. But ultimately, once someone enters your funnel, you need to be contacting them constantly. So if somebody ghosts on you, you start an interaction, like they reply to your first email, don't just let the lead disappear. Follow up with them once every week or twice a week, like Mondays and Fridays, whatever you feel comfortable with, and just say, hey, how's it going? Do you still want to connect? How's everything going with your business? You can't feel shy about contacting them constantly. So let's go here. And this was a campaign that I ran from this email account with this tool called Lemlist. So basically I had a huge email list that I imported into Lemlist and did like an automated campaign. And then so anyone that responded to this email outreach, I would consider a lead. So here's my first message that I created in Lemlist. And you can also do streak. I have another video on how to do this stuff. But basically anybody that responds to these messages. So this guy, Charles, he responded. So he's considered a lead. Then this guy, he said, I may have a project. Are you available for a call? So I have, other campaigns going on Facebook, for instance. And, this is a guy that received one of these automated messages from me a few weeks ago. And now he wants to work together. All these other people that you can see that they responded to me, these are all leads. So like this guy, Shane, he also received this message from me at 2 in the morning. And Bryce, you're welcome to send me those leads. So these are all leads that responded to my initial message. They were prospects before that I had collected, and now they're leads because they. Okay. Looks like I lost my connection here, but just you get the idea. So once they respond favorably to the offer that you sent them, whatever channel it is, whether it's Instagram, whether it's Facebook, whether it's LinkedIn, whatever it is, then they're considered a lead. So I want to show you some more examples of like a Instagram direct message campaign that I did. In my market targeting video, I talked about how I targeted the hashtag HKFitnessGirl for a dance studio. And these were the messages that we sent to all of those prospects that I had scraped from that campaign. So, mostly women, and we just sent them, the simple message with an offer to check out a free pass for this dance class. And everybody that says, hey, may I have more details, is considered a lead. So they're obviously, maybe 5 times, 10 times more valuable than your average prospect. So a percentage of all your prospects will become leads once you are able to start the conversation with them and get your offer in front of them. And then, of course, the next step is to convert them and to become, get them to become loyal customers, to become loyal clients. Once you have a lead, I would definitely recommend practicing the empathy building exercise, which I talked about in one video in this course, so that you can build a genuine, real relationship with them. Business should be about, and sales should be about more than making a sale. It should be about building valuable relationships. Everybody that I reach out to, I just say, I'm looking to network. I want to give value. If you think that there's value in working together, I'm definitely interested in working with you. But I'm going to create another video. Well, by the time you're watching this, there will be another video on how to create really, really killer messages that will convert people. But just to give you like a general overview, you can do things like offer a 90-day money-back guarantee, like say, hey, you know, the goal is really to make it as easy as possible for them to sign up. So there might be an introductory offer. So, you know, you might offer them something for free, like, hey, I have this assessment, you know, or this quiz that I'd like, you know, you can get a score on, you know, let's say you have a book on Airbnb, like you can get a ranking on your Airbnb listing if they're an Airbnb host. So that's like, you know, the initial offer, something that's very easy for them to say yes to. It's, you know, only a fool would say no to it. And then you might have like a closing offer. So once you've already gotten them as a lead, you know, you have one offer to turn the prospects into leads. Then you have, you know, a closing offer to get the leads to become customers. So you might offer them, you know, like a trial, offer them a special bonus, like say, hey, if you sign up, if you're willing to sign up now, I can also throw in a bonus if you think that's fair. I think there's a ton of value here because you want to create a price and value proposition that no one can beat. I have another video on how to create these unique propositions, but this is just an overview. And then once you have leads, once you have clients, you want to communicate with them constantly. Even if they don't respond, never make them feel neglected. The goal should be to contact them 50 times a year. All right, so this was one that I kind of, you know, threw in myself. I realized that there was a huge untapped gold mine here. Anyone that becomes like deactivated, you know, people that you used to work with, most businesses, most entrepreneurs never talk to them again. And I think it's a huge mistake to never again communicate with customers that used to work with you, that used to use your service, because you can often reactivate a lot of them. And it's really good to touch base with them. I would recommend, you know, maybe once per quarter, making a dedicated effort to contact all the people that I used to work with, just to check in, you know, tell them like about some new feature, ask them, you know, if they would be willing to exchange referrals. You know, I might approach them and say, you know, every Friday I like to reach out to people and see if we can exchange referrals to one another. Would this be something that you would be interested in? And, you know, if they had a good experience with your product or a good experience using your service, then that's very easy for them to say yes to. You know, it's just a very simple offer. You know, I like to contact a lot of my existing first-degree LinkedIn connections and say, you know, how can we, you know, let's connect and see how we can leverage LinkedIn to exchange referrals. So, you know, it's good to keep a list of people that you used to work with, your old customers, and just say, you know, hey, how's everything going? Notify them about new features, ask them for referrals, and so on. So yeah, that's it. Just to go back here again, you know, these are the 4 metrics that I track in every single marketing campaign. So by now, you know, you understand the marketing triangle, the 3 M's, how to create the marketing campaigns in the first place. You know the Fast 5 framework to get your campaigns underway. And now you know like what metrics are actually valuable and what to look for. Hope this was helpful. I'll catch you in the next section.